Hello everyone, my name is Chi, and my final project is about augmented reality using Python and OpenCV. So for my video, I will make augmented reality with the use of the computers and the OpenCV, and I will change my background to a live video by Python programming. And the module that you need here is CV2, which is OpenCV, NumPy as NP, and sys. So CV2 and NumPy, you need to install it. First, you go to the command prompt and you use pip install OpenCV Python and then install NumPy. You can see that for the OpenCV, I haven't installed it before, but for the pip install NumPy, I already installed it previously. For install sys, basically you can see that the sys is packaged with the Python, so you do not need to install it. So this is my screenshot of the code, and then I will try to explain it one by one if I can. Okay, so let's go first with, you can see my folder here is final project, and I have my file arfinal.py. I import three modules, which is CV2, NumPy, and sys. And first step, I will load video from webcam file. So the video I will load here is from my webcam, which is cv2.video capture 0. 0 here means that I load video from my webcam from the laptop. But if you use USB camera, you change it to 1. And then the background video is the video capture from my file here, tedholiday.mp4. Next is the video capture from the camera, video.read, and then return true or false. So flag here is just a boolean, but we need to use it later. So next, I create an infinite loop, while true, and then success image from video.read. So image here with reference image is 2 different frames. And if the image is not none, which means that if the image is not a blank image, and then I will resize both the image and the reference image with the same dimension. And interpolation, it means that it remains the same ratio, and it can help to avoid distortion from the image. And then I flip the image vertically with y-axis. The thing here is you can see when you use webcam, you use zoom, and then you see that if you raise your right hand, it will be your left hand, or vice versa. So we will try to flip the image vertically by y-axis. But if you want to more fun, you can flip your image horizontally by x-y-axis, and this can be 0 if you want. And then you read the background video, of course, and resize it too. You need to resize with the same dimension here for both image, reference image, and then remain the same ratio by the interpolation. And if the flag is 0, the ref image is basically the image, so there's no difference. And then we create a mask. So creating a mask is basically you will find the difference between so the diff1 and diff2 is like you take the image and subtract it by the reference image, but the diff2 is like you take the reference image and it's subtracted it by the image, so it will be the 2 different outcomes. And so it means that it can be negative and positive, so you need to take the absolute different value. So this is absolute value from diff, and I set it less than 25 to reduce less noise in the image, and then convert to the grayscale. So most of the projects that use augmented reality in subtraction of the image using to change your image, it will use the grayscale, and it will be relevant to the binary system. which for example, the 255 here is basically 2 to the power of 8 minus 1. Yeah, and then you invert the mask. So bitwise operation is basically we have bitwise NOT and or SOR. It's basically bitwise NOT is invert the value from in the binary system is from 1 to 0 or 0 to 1, and then get the relevant information from the forward and background with the mask is like bitwise and you see the two different from the forward image and the background image, and then I compile it. And then for the wait key, I use wait for 1 milliseconds per frame. And you have the 0xFF here is basically to make sure that if you use caps lock for the key QDR or not, it will remain the same value. And you see, for the QDR is basically it is the key. So if you enter Q in the keyboard, it will break our programming, which means that the programming will stop running. D is start background captured to start, and then R is basically to ready to capture a new background. And you need CV2 does destroy all windows and video release. So I will show you how to run it. So now I will show you how to run it by using command prompt. So you see that I reached my folder here, final project, and I will run it Python ir final.py. So I will try to get myself out the webcam first. And then after that, I will try to get in the webcam. So enter and remember the key that you set. The Q for quitting the video, D for start capturing the background, and R for capture a new background. So you will see. Let's start with running it first. And then I will press D. And then I will press Q. And you will see that the programs stop running. So it is my final presentation, and thank you for listening.